JK, they talk about dream debuts. I reckon that's right up there.
Yeah, 100%. Probably it's a moment I never forget. Really, I knew from the start of the game, the main thing to do for me was obviously win and also get a goal. I was just hoping for a goal at half time during the game. I just hopefully I get the ball at my feet and get an opportunity to go 1v1 with the defender, and I know I'll score. So yeah, the chance came and I took it.
This is easy to say after the event, but watching it as a fan, watching you get the ball, I'm thinking he's going to score here. Did you have that in your head as well when Deno made that pass?
Yeah, 100%. The game was tough. The conditions were tough. It was very windy, so there wasn't really much moments in the game where I got the ball to feet. But I knew that when I do get to feet in control and when I counter attack or any attack really, I knew that I was going to cause trouble. So when the ball came to my feet, I had a look up and I just saw the defender and I saw the goal and I knew that I was going to score because my 1v1 attack I've been working on a lot throughout the whole year. So yeah.
And it's a check, it's onto the left foot. That shows that it doesn't matter what foot it is. And in the back of the net, what was that feeling like?
Yeah, it was a great feeling as well. I even look back at the goal and um, yeah, like I'm used to cutting in on my right, shooting on my right, but I don't know. Nowadays you have to be very you can't be too what's the word I'm looking for?
One-sided.
Yeah, you can't be too one-footed, especially as a winger. So yeah, went onto my left foot and yeah, I scored.
I'm going to guess that's the first time you've jumped into a crowd behind the goal when the ball's hit the back of the net.
Yeah, yeah. I was getting a lot of messages after the game saying, "What kind of celebration was that?" I think I was just in a moment. I was just in a moment. I don't think I haven't scored a goal where with that much fans, especially to score my debut. Like you said, like I was just over the moon. So I just done whatever came into my head and just jumped in with the fans, celebrated with the fans, and it felt good. It felt very good.
In terms of the few days you had, JK, to have to leave London and come all the way almost like round the world, it must feel like at times. What a way to wrap up those few days and think, yeah, this is a good decision.
Yeah, 100%. Before coming, I was a bit like wary because it's my first loan and it's very far. But since I come here, I've loved it here. I thought I'd be like itching to get back home on our day off, but I've actually stayed here. I'm very comfortable here. Um, the boys, they've been very welcoming. I couldn't ask for better teammates. Um, and then, yeah, I think the goal and the performance from the team kind of just summed up how well we're doing as a team. And I mean, I love it here, really. I love it here already.
When did you find out that you were starting and what went through your mind?
So I came in the day before to do my medical and train and stuff. And Paul had a space left on the board. And I was looking at it before and I was thinking, who could that be? And then he told me there's a space there and it's just for you. You're going to be starting tomorrow. So I was nervous. I was nervous. I can't lie, I was nervous because obviously I've seen like everything on social media, how the fans are happy to have me here. So I was thinking I have to prove myself. I have to prove that I'm good enough to play here. I have to prove that I can help the team to get this promotion. Um, and yeah, really, I was thinking about it all night. Really, I was talking to my friends on my PlayStation. We were just talking about it, speaking to my mum, my dad, my family. I'm just like, I'm starting tomorrow, and yeah, it was crazy. To be honest, it was crazy. Yeah,
What was their reaction, your family, friends, after the game?
they were shocked as well because they was thinking you're straight in. They were shocked. I was just like, yeah, but they were happy. They all believe in me. So at the end of the day, they just said, go and do your thing. And yeah, that's it really.
League Two football compared to PL2 and Premier League and then the under 23 academy style stuff, how much of a difference was that, JK?
Yeah, it's a big difference. I'd probably say the main things like the physicality. Obviously, men's football. You got to make quicker decisions. It's faster tempo. Um, and then obviously the fans, under 21s, like you don't really get much fans there. Um, and the fans, it plays a big part in your game because you could do something good and the fans can get you roaring, give you more confidence. And I think that was a main thing, probably the fans. Um, and yeah.
You've had a lot to think about this season because you've been on the bench, you've been training with the first team. I mean, I could list the names that you've been training with, and that in itself is wow. So you've got to decide to leave that behind. What is it about the loan move that you thought, yeah, I'm going to do it?
Yeah, I was with the first team before I left. I enjoyed that as well. Probably why it took me a bit of while to come here because I was on the bench. Um, but I think it's just a new challenge really. I did say for my loan that I wanted to get out of my comfort zone because I've been at Palace for 11 years now, and I've always lived close to there. So everything's been a bit comfortable for me. Everything's been a bit close. It only took me like 10 minutes to get to the training ground. I wanted a new kind of experience. I said I wanted to move out of London. And Carlisle is far. Is way out of London. I was yeah. So I was thinking, but at the end of the day, I said it's still going to be a new experience for me, and you never know, you can end up in football. So at the end of the day, it's a good chance for me to get out and just learn new things and mature as a person. Um, and yeah,
And going out there when 3 points really, really matter, that puts a fire in the belly, doesn't it?
yeah, 100%. I think the fire in the belly is always going to be there, and every game is just going to get more and more. Just because I know that promotion is near, and we can definitely do it. So I think the fire in the belly is just always going to stay in there.
Did Paul give you a specific role for the weekend, or did you just tell you to get out there and enjoy it?
Yeah, he just told me to get out there and enjoy it. Really, he said that obviously he's seen me play, he knows what I'm capable of. But I think the second half, he gave me a different role, and that was to stay a bit wider so I can get the ball to feet. And then I done that, and that's how I got my goal really, because I just stayed wide. I didn't come to infield, stayed wide and got my chance. So yeah, he just lets me play free really. He knows what areas I'm dangerous in on the pitch, and he just said get in them areas as much as possible, be confident, and yeah.
And what have Palace, what have they said to you about what they want to see from the next 5 months?
To be fair, they just told me to be confident and just get goals really, get goals, help the team, yeah, and just come back a better person, a better player, yeah.
We've mentioned the fact that you have been on the bench and working with the first team. What is it like going into work with players of that quality every day? JK, what's it like to see them? And do you have to pinch yourself that it's you?
Yeah, 100%. The quality of the players is high. These are players that I used to watch on TV, play with on FIFA, and then it got to a moment where like you're training with them, and it's crazy. To be fair, it's surreal. Um, you do have to pinch yourself sometimes, especially like when they do certain stuff in training, and you're like, wow. So yeah, they do stuff in training that shock you here and there, but I think after a while, especially recently, because I've lived with them for a while, I kind of got used to training with them and everything. So it became normal in a way. And obviously the lads at Palace first team, they're top. So we all have like a good relationship with each other and everything. Made me feel very welcome when I was in and around them. So yeah.
Is there anybody down there who's particularly got you under the wing or you really look up to?
Yeah, I'll probably say I speak to you mostly Gyro Radworld. But to be fair, I speak to all of them really. Obviously there's younger players, Malcolm, Tariq Mitchell, that I speak to a lot. But I feel like I speak to everyone. You know what I mean? More playing football on a pitch, you might be in the same team, and yeah, the convo just flow all the time, really.
Back to Saturday and you're coming off the pitch to a standing ovation. A few minutes later, you're the man of the match of the Talloy. Again, what's that like for a young man to hear?
Yeah, I remember coming off the pitch. I tried to hold in my smile. I tried to keep it calm. I couldn't hold in my smile. Like I was smiling so much. Even when I was coming off the pitch, I was smiling so much. It was just crazy, to be fair. It just felt different. I was just looking up and seeing all the fans just standing and clapping. And it's just different to what I'm used to, really. And then yeah, that's about it, really.
Last one from me, JK. One appearance, one goal. Are we looking at over 20 goals target for the season?
Yeah, I'll try. I'll try my best. I'll try my best. I definitely have a target, but and hopefully I reach that.